actually wanted to ask you specifically about that. I had that in my notes for later on, but let's talk about it now. I mean,
Okay.
when they announced Houston as the space for DreamCon, which I mean, having worked it in Austin 2 years ago, and actually having hosted it in 2021. Technically, I got to intro them on the stage. It's I don't know.
It was fucking phenomenal.
I was buzzing about that, and then I looked back and I was like, huh,
Oh yeah, fever dream type stuff, right? I'm telling you.
yeah, like part of it is just like, oh my god, I did that, and then a part of it is like, wow, I stand out a little bit from everyone in this room right now. I'm
Don't worry. You're one of about 20, bro. Don't worry, bro. You're not
okay,
alone.
yeah.
You're not alone, bro.
No, I saw like two or three, so it's no, but at the same time, can the editor please cut that? No, so we'll put that as like a YouTube short or something. So having worked it on stage in 2023 in Austin and having actually been able to host it in some capacity in Arlington in 2021, I got to see just how big a deal DreamCon is up close. But it never really reached, and in fact, it started out in Waco at the Waco Convention Center, the place where Rising
Right.
Grind is hosted. That was where the first two were held before it went to the esports stadium. And now that it's going to be in Houston, I mean, it's definitely a big space to to have to hold something like DreamCon, but I think it'll do the job. I think it'll do the job. What was the local reaction like for realizing that Houston was going to be the space where DreamCon was going to go?
Now, I can't tell you this from an FGC perspective. I can't tell you this from an FGC perspective. They don't have it on lock. DreamCon doesn't has it on lock for the exhibition sides, but for the local tournament scene, it's not there quite yet. But I will say
Mm-hmm.
that for the content creation community, yeah, bro, they're live right now. They couldn't be happier that DreamCon is going to be in Houston. They're keeping it in Texas because the rumor mill for a little bit was that they were going to go in Vegas, that they were gonna put in Vegas, and that rumor mill
Right.
spread so fast in
Mm-hmm.
on a Saturday, and
I mean, you can imagine why. Like, it's just
right,
because you see the amount of people from LA on a weekend there in general. Then you multiply that by DreamCon, bro.
right, right, and like my thought process was like Vegas is cool. Vegas, you'll be able to, basically expand and make it as big as you want to, but the vibes
Oh,
are
in
in
that space, yeah.
Texas. The vibes. If listen, if you come to DreamCon, the vibes are in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. Like nobody wants to go to Chicago. Nobody wants to go to LA. Nobody wants to go to Vegas or New York for DreamCon. They want to go to Texas. Texas is where the vibes is at for DreamCon. This is a Texas homemade group.
Yeah.
And the fact that these guys are in Houston, you know what type of workload I put myself into since they made that announcement, bro?
Oh, brother, why do you think I'm talking to you?
Right, bro, it's like people don't understand that, like, for DreamCon, like the RDC convention, it's just like as corny as this sounds, real dreams change the world. It's just like, bro, that con is a hotbed of opportunity
Yeah.
if you're able to play it right. That con will have you shaking hands with people that might either give you a great opportunity or have you blow up, or it could be a place for you to display yourself as a content creator, as a gamer, as an artist. Like, bro, like
Dude,
the fact that
I
this
didn't even realize what kind of opportunities would come from. I just thought it was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna host this con and that'll be really cool. And then the next thing I know is like, okay, I'm like talking with Berlizzi on a first name basis. I just ran into Kaisen not randomly, and we just started shooting the shit. And like, fucking asked me to host his rap show after the convention, which is a story in and of itself. But like,
yo,
I'll tell you that story after this, I promise.
yes,
But
please.
no, so no, but like it's one of those things where you don't even necessarily realize if you're just kind of walking in, you don't even like you cannot comprehend what is about to pop up into your face. And if you're just going as a convention goer, then that's perfectly cool. Like, you're there to have a good time, and you will have a good time at DreamCon. That's popping off. And in Houston, come on, man. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like you just don't quite understand how within reach everything is at DreamCon. And I feel like that just kind of goes with how the tournament. Well, I mean, obviously the tournaments there are cool too, but really the convention and how everything is structured, it's built within the system for everything to kind of be within arm's reach.
Yes. And like there are things that like, there's so many like panels, so many people like in there that are willing to like sit down with you and put you on game about how they came up and how the process of being a content creator works. Like
Right.
like this is like a space to where like if you're an artist, if you make content, this is a place that like you can basically flourish. And also it's just a place to where you can have fun, like no matter what the fandom is, right? If I was like, this is okay, so you know what, I'm gonna do this now.
Yeah.
This is my guide. This is my guide to DreamCon. Okay, if you're a first-time con goer, if
I'm
you're a
taking notes.
first-time con goer, this is the notes that you have to follow to have a good time at DreamCon. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
to have the most. This is the most optimal route. Okay, this is what you do. Number one, you get the venue hotel. The venue hotel has a skywalk that will take you from the hotel to the venue, which is George R. Brown Convention Center.
And then
Listen
this
to
is in
me.
Houston too,
This
because
is this in Houston.
I remember that Austin had that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a skywalk connecting the hotel, the venue hotel, to the venue. Okay. Get the
Mm-hmm.
venue hotel. That's a no-brainer. Please do that. Number two, right? If you live in Houston, okay, do not bring your car around George R. Brown Convention Center. They're gonna charge you upwards of $40 to $50 to park.
Yup.
Don't do it.
Yup.
Uber is your friend. Get a
Yeah.
Walmart gift card. Get a grocery store gift card, so that way you can get discounts on Ubers.
This is
Trust
one
me.
of those times where I really do advocate for public transport, but I know that Houston ain't exactly like the place that embraced that the most. So like,
Well, downtown next to the GRB, we do have the Metro Rail. We have that.
yes, yeah.
We
So
do have
if
that.
you live near a stop on the Metro Rail, yes, do that. But like,
Right.
yeah, not
But
everyone
like,
does.
but you should be getting the venue hotel. If you live in Houston, you're going. Do not drive your car. And then,
Yes.
and I say this, and I'm gonna say this, like, proceed with caution when you do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, be prepared to just spend money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be prepared to spend money, right? Just because it's a tourist attraction, you're at a con. There's gonna be vendors, right? There's gonna be plenty. There's so much cool shit in that con. I promise you, and a bunch of exclusive shit in that con. So come in there with a little bit of bread saved up. Spend your hard-earned money on a vacation. Spend that, all right?
And not only that, you have vendors that are coming in with like homemade stuff. They're coming in with prints with like all sorts of different concept art or whatever. Like, I mean, I was walking through DreamCon one year. They had freaking like light skinned Kageyama or something
Yes,
from
yes,
Haikyuu or something like that. Like
yes.
specialty stuff that is specifically targeted for, the convention that you are at. So like, especially since if you're going to be spending money, spending on like the local artists, spending on the artists that came in from like a
Yes.
couple hundred miles away just to be there. Like, show some love to people. Like, just so you're not dropping all your money into like Chick-fil-A like you do back at home or something. Just like
Right.
like spend your money like on someone who's making that food fresh right there for you and came in
Right.
from Galveston to do this. Spend your
Right.
money on like the artist that came in and had all these prints
Do
made up for
not
you.
do not do at home shit at this con. Don't do that, right? That's not
Yes.
what this con is here for.
Yeah, no,
Don't
this
do
is you're here to make memories. Like, make some new
Yes.
ones.
Like, so another tip that I highly advocate for,
This
that
is your guide, man. I'm sorry for I had to get in
if
on that though.
if you are a person making content, you need to be asking questions. You need to be going to panels.
Mm-hmm.
Go to one of these panels, get involved, right?
Yep.
If you are a spectator and you're here just for the vibes of the con, don't just go to the after party. You're
Uh-huh.
all gonna do that anyway. Just don't go to the after party. Find a special event. They have music concerts there. They have stand-up comedy show there. If you a freak, they got Nerdlesque. If you want that beef, like
Mhm.
if you want to go to what is that they have hilarious anime panels, right?
Yeah.
Or hilarious comic book panels, things of that nature.
Yeah, like
Go
there are
and
things to do like if you are a family man, obviously, but also if you're not, they definitely got that. So like you're good.
exactly. And this is what I'm telling you, right?
Mhm.
There are things that you are going to enjoy at DreamCon for your first time goer. So find the program, read the program, figure out who is going there, right? Figure
Yes.
out what you can get involved in. Take a friend. There's so many things that you can do. And this is going to be a mainstay in Houston because Houston is very, very large in the foray into movies and television. It really is.
That's right, yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say you're going to get an opportunity if you come to this con, but I will say that you will learn a lot so you can find a way to give yourself an opportunity. I'll say that. That's why I've been going so hard on like content creation.
Yeah, you were talking about like being a panelist and everything and yeah, being at these panels. That's what I've always heard people tell me is like if you have 5 questions, don't be afraid to ask 7. Like, just be a
Right.
sponge. Be, unafraid to put yourself out there because, if you're doing that, if you're afraid to put yourself out there face to face with someone who knows more than you, then you're not going to be in the position to put yourself out there in front of a camera to make your content successful. So it is like kind of getting over that hump, and it's an area of personal weakness of mine that I've been slowly getting over, but
Right.
that's what necessitated the creation of this interview series in a way. But speaking of content creation, Banjo, you have yourself a Twitch channel, and
Yeah.
not only that, you've been making a couple of shorts that you've been posting up on Twitter, and I think I've seen it in other places as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Talk to me a